everybody's okay. Clark is back, Brown is back, and yeah, we're still going to be missing Eamon, Cav, Phelpsy. And that's about it really, yeah. And Dave Allen's in the squad and pushing out for place, so yeah, but everybody's pretty healthy at the moment. And I've just got some tough decisions to make in the next 2 days about team selection, which is a nice position to be having. Thanks, see you lads. Two questions every week.
You said that after the game on Friday, Denis, that the team, a massive boost of the team's confidence. I suppose the mood in the camp now is pretty high, is it?
It's been good, but the reality is that we've never been far off from that anyway. It's one of those kind of things I said in the press conference. Winning's nice, and you get the perception that everything takes a massive step forward, but there's lots of things in place already. Like, we had some tough losses last year, some close losses, but you knew it affected the lads in the sense that they wasn't happy with losing, but the mood in the camp didn't really change. There was real positive about what we're doing. They're really confident in each other and believe in what we're trying to achieve. So those kind of things, if you want them to just be there built on wins occasionally, then it's very unsustainable. But the mood in the camp's been built up over the last couple of years, like, and Rhys will probably add to that. It's like we've not really changed the squad massively over a period of time. We've added a couple of people, but those people have been people that are going to add to the squad and make it a better place to be. So that, yeah, it's a boost. It's a boost because we've played a very good side and we've put in a great performance and got a win, and still know there's so much more in us. I think that's the real positive and the real boost to the squad.
What do you think, Rhys? Coming back as well twice from 2 scores down against a good side must be good for the lads.
Yeah, like Denis said, the belief has always been there. Just now we've got something to back it up with. Hopefully we can keep on doing that when we get in these close games, like a few last year that we lost would have put us into that 8. So hopefully we can just keep on getting in these tight games with the top teams and getting a few wins out of them, and make sure we're winning the games around us.
Are you favourites on Thursday, Denis, now?
I don't know, are we? I don't make those decisions. That's what you lads do, don't you? You give us points or take us points away from us, or think that we're going to finish 12th or 11th. So yeah, that's what usually happens. They're the predictions that you lads make. Like I say, externally we don't really take a lot of notice of what other people are saying. We know what we're capable of, and we're not sitting on the ceiling on what we can achieve, and that's week in, week out. I think it's a very tough game on Thursday night. There's going to be a reaction from them. I know that everybody's bigged them up and talked about them all pre-season. They've made some fantastic signings and some big names have come in. So their expectation is very high, but we control what we can control, which is how we prepare and how we perform.
What have you made of them so far, the 3 games? Have you watched much video on them?
Yeah, well, like I said, they've only lost 1 game against a side that everybody's tipping to finish top of the league, so it wasn't a great performance, but St Helens are a pretty good side. So it's hard to see how they're going to travel on the back of it. There's still a couple of players to come back into their squad. Don't know what their squad will be this week at the moment, but I can imagine that Rangi Chase won't be far off and Junior Sal won't be far off. The biggest loss for them will probably be Gareth Hawke when his ankle went off with ankle injury. And thought he was great in attack against St Helens on a side that was going backwards. But they're a work in progress. It's hard to fix things up that quickly, so we just have to be at our best. We'll focus on ourselves, understand what they're capable of. I've got the right to be cliché. That's be a coach. See.
How hard is it though to bed in 14 new players?
Pretty easy actually.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what we did 2 years ago, wasn't it? Bedded them in 2 years. It's not bedding in new players. You're talking about a club that's been in Super League a long time. They've got professional structures that have been at the top end of the game, and they've invested in high quality players. They're not taking 14 lads out of the championships or 14 lads out of off championship side and put them out there. They've taken some high quality players, so you're still going to need time to build up some kind of fluency in what you're doing. Connections between your 9 and your halves and your fullback. Yeah, those are the kind of things that take time, but they've got some quality players in their side, and we've got to be aware of that more than anything else. the quality of their players is pretty high.
What have you made of what Kukash is doing at Salford and for the...
I mean, spending money.
Yeah, and some of his statements on...
Again, people are pretty happy about having somebody with a bit of character in the game, aren't they? And somebody that's speaking out a little bit. But again, we've focused on ourselves. I know it's a nice story, it's a nice strapline when somebody's feeding the media with big statements and what he wants to do with the game. That's great. But we just, like I say, we'll just keep getting on with our job and build our squad and put it in a place where we feel pretty happy with where we're going to.
There was a thought before the season, Rhys, that the defence was the area Widnes needed to work on, scoring plenty of points. Is that sounds good in that respect, you think?
Yeah, I think we had a good defensive game against Huddersfield. Top team. They scored a try off a drop kick that I dropped, and then an intercept. So, and then El Crabtree close to the line. So I think we have improved in that area. We've still got a fair bit of improving to do, and just got to make sure we do it week in, week out, and not one good week and then one bad week.
Just go back to the Huddersfield game. What did you make of the last try? It looks touch and go whether Jack was in touch.
It was a great try.
Yeah,
a
the
great
ref
try.
give it a try, so we'll take it.
You got the ball down though.
Yeah, I got the ball down, but it might have been out. I'm not sure.
Looks in from some of the Twitter stuff that's been sent around. It looks in. His feet are off the ground. The ball's on the right side of the line. It looks fantastic.
I think his touchdown was fine.
Yeah, front touchdown was fine, and Jack did his rugby union stuff really well. Just presented the ball, no problems.
Were you with Nobby at Crusaders, Rhys?
Yeah, I spent a year, 2010, with him.
How do you reckon he'll go with all the pressure of Kukash?
I think he likes the pressure. I'm not too sure. I'm not around Kukash. I think he'll do well. He's like any new team, they always need time to gel. But once they get that done, they'll be a good team.
Yes, I guess he had that as well at Crusaders, didn't he? Without the expectation, sort of building a team and all that.
Yeah, we had a good bunch of blokes at Crusaders, which helped. It wasn't the best team to be around with all the hassles going on off field, but yeah, I think he'll do well. They just need a bit of time.
What
about Gaz not playing Denis this week? Is that a big bonus?
Well, it's my bonus. No, I'd like Gaz to have played. It was good to see him playing so well on the weekend. I think he's settled in, and a couple of games I've watched him this year, he's been one of their standout players. So you can look at it on one side and think that you're fortunate not to have their players, but I want to bring the best players in, the best teams, and I want to test our group of boys every week. It's not it's their misfortune, it's not our gain. I think I'd like to have seen Gaz play again. I think the fans would have liked to have welcomed him back here after some of the good stuff he did for us last year. So it's, on a personal note, I'd like to have seen Gaz involved, because I think he's playing well and it's a good test for our group of players.
Sorry, I missed the beginning, so I don't know if you've been asked this. Your start to the season, 4 points from 4. I mean, how pleased are you with how things are going?
Well, I think there's the statements in the question, really, isn't it? 4 points from 4. Our start scored, I say, it's great when you look around, and we had a little bit of banter at the start for the first game of the year, the top of the league. The first game of the year, we've put a real good performance in against the side that's going to be competing in Huddersfield for silverware this year in finals and semi-finals and the top of the league. So it's good for our confidence, and it just shows that what we're doing is right. We've just got to turn up with the right attitude and keep getting better. So yeah, you take 4 points from 4, wouldn't you? I'm sure Cass will say the same, and take 3 wins from 3. I think overall you can see that there's a real good unity in the side, and when you look at the side and you see who's not in there and who's fighting for places, and a lot of those lads are fit that aren't playing. So there's a little bit of competition for places now that we've created it through the way we've developed the side and some of the recruitment that we've done. And good stuff off the field at the moment where we're actually keeping players available, so that creates a competition. Our training's good because of that competition.
And after seeing Salford last week, do you get the real sense that you can beat them this week?
I think we can win every week. It doesn't matter Salford. That's my job. If we don't do that, then the lads are not going to feel pretty confident in me either, are they? So what we deliver to them and what we say, it's about our ability to be able to perform and get that performance level up so the outcome is in our favour. And I think the way we're going is more important than the way the opposition are going, and that's our focus totally, and it has been for the last 2 years. We have to get our own house in order first before we start worrying about anybody else's.
Is Salford still special for you, Denis, or have you moved on from those days?
I don't think I'll ever move on. I was born there. I spent my life there. I grew up, I went to school there. It's where my mum was from, where my grandma was from, where my whole family was from and still is. I've still got a massive connection in that part of the world. I'm Salford lad.
So is it a special game now?
Not really, no. It's just another game. It's one of those stuff. It's just, I know I'd like to be cliche, but I have a connection. My first rugby league game tour I ever went to watch was at Salford. I climbed over the wall at Willows. I don't know if I still owe them some money for that. But I snuck in when I was a kid through the back where the old cricket ground used to be. I've watched Salford when I was a kid. I was more Man United fan and watched some soccer, but I did actually go and watch rugby league. I played all my amateur rugby in Leigh. I played all my professional rugby in Wigan and in Auckland. I've coached nowhere else apart from in rugby league in Wigan and Widnes. So when did you say connections? There's a connection with the town and with my family, but not so much on a professional sense.
Did you ever play?
No, I played for Salford boys.
Yeah,
not really. They weren't that. Yeah, there was never in that era when seems like a long time ago. That mid-80s. It wasn't something that came up. Like I say, I played all my amateur rugby in Leigh. Because the amateur game in Salford at that time wasn't particularly strong. Eccles and Fuller Lane and things like that. But I got picked up by a bloke who I was good friends with, a fellow called Kevin Devine. He was Sean Devine's dad. He used to come and pick me up. It's a really good story if you've got some time. He used to come and drive and pick me up. That's it, he used to come and pick me up in the morning on Sunday and drop me back off in the afternoon. There's no other way for me to get to any other rugby, and this bloke put himself out every weekend.
You've had some personal things, haven't you, recently? I think you've got up to about 3 or 4 length of the field tries against them in the last couple of years, so those positive memories must give you some feeling about this.
I've got mixed actually. I've been hooked by him by Denis the first game I played against Salford, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Probably deserved it. I don't really think about that kind of stuff. I just prepare same each week and don't really worry about opposition. I'm just trying to create tries or score tries. Yeah.